And this is a breaking news that we begin this broadcast with. At the 35th UN Human Rights Council, India is tearing into Pakistan. And how? India is giving a stinging response. In fact, India says that foremost challenge to the stability in Jammu and Kashmir is the scourge of the terrorist, which receives sustenance from Pakistan. India not mincing its words, in fact, making that very clear, and that unequivocal message going out at the 35th UN Human Rights Council, where, remember, even as we look at that story, these visuals up on your screens are from different sectors of Jammu and Kashmir, where we've seen the attacks, the number of attacks only spiraling. And who's behind these attacks is anyone's guess. It is the rogue state of Pakistan, and India calling Pakistan's bluff yet again at the international fora. This is the 35th UN Human Rights Council there, where India is putting out everything in black and white. My colleague Sheetal also with us to take that story ahead. Now, Sheetal, tell us more about what we've heard from New Delhi, because not the very first time, that we actually go out and expose Pakistan, but perhaps many believe that we need to do more. Pakistan repeatedly is getting cornered right from the eastern and the western borders there.
Absolutely, Deepthi. While Indian Army is giving a befitting reply to Pakistan at LOC, this is how India tears into Pakistan. Now, this is India's befitting response to Pakistan under the right of reply in response to the statement that Pakistan had made to UNHRC. And look how India tears into Pakistan. India says, the foremost challenge to stability in Kashmir is the scourge of terrorism, which receives sustenance from Pakistan and the territories under Pakistan's control. Contrary to Pakistan's claims and in gross violation of UN Security Council Resolution 1267, the designated terrorist entities and organizations, and now this is very important, Deepthi, the designated terrorist entities and organizations continue to carry out their activities freely, as reported in the local Pakistani print, audio, visual and social media. India also goes on to say, Deepthi, concrete evidence about cross-border encouragement and support for the protests in Kashmir has been handed over to Pakistan. Instead of working with a sense of purpose to address this issue, Pakistan resorts to short-sighted tactics to divert attention, as we have once again seen today. This is a reference also to the continual ceasefire violation that happens from Pakistan's side. And then India goes on to say, Pakistan has witnessed continuous degradation and weakening of its institutions. Pak-occupied Kashmir is administered by a deep state and has become an epicenter of terrorism. Pakistan's human rights record in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir and Balochistan is deplorable. It has had no hesitation in using air power and artillery power against its own people. And this is how India concludes. It is high time for Pakistan to do some deep introspection. We would once again urge Pakistan to focus its energies on improving human rights situation and dismantling the terrorism. This is important. Dismantling the terrorism infrastructure in Pakistan and in Pak-occupied Kashmir. So that's a very strong and hard-hitting reply by India to the statement that Pakistan had made to UNHRC, and this comes just in the wake of ceasefire violations by Pakistan and India's befitting reply to Pakistani army today.